Long lines. I hate them. Absolutely hate them, but you have to use them. If I was going to use a long line, it would be just while I e-collar train my dog. Like this one if he needed it. I wouldn't voluntarily use a long line for the rest of his life. I've got 3 dislocated fingers from long lines. That's one of the reasons why I hate them. They cause so many injuries and pull your arms. You literally dislodge your arms from your shoulders. They wrap around your legs. They wrap around the dog's legs. The dogs get tied up. Some dogs don't like the long line if it touches the bum or around the legs. There's so much. Whereas an e-collar, piece of cake. You train your dog. Well, you don't. You take it to a professional trainer to train your dog, to e-collar train your dog, so your dog can enjoy the freedom of being off lead without getting tangled up in long lines, without having to be stuck by your side or stuck on a 6-foot lead or flexi lead or whatever other items you use for the rest of its life. Can you imagine? You've got a partner and you're stuck within, let's say, 15 foot, 10 foot of your partner the whole time. Much as you love them, that's going to get on your nerves. Every single day you just can't get away from them. No matter how good you are or what you do, you can't get away from them. Can you imagine the frustration? Whereas you could have your dogs the same as my dogs, so they're off lead, having a nice life, living life to the full, doing dog things, eating poop and peeing on everything and whatever else they want to do, but without no restrictions. So if I had a long line here, I'm going to get stuck in the gate, we're going to get all tied up, we're going to get hooked around rocks. There's just, for me, no, if I had a choice, and knowing what I know, if I had a choice, long line or e-collar, e-collar all day long. They're not, people think, oh my god, the e-collar is going to fry your dog. Absolute rubbish. People that think that don't know anything about an e-collar. You need to educate yourself. They've changed a lot. You get a cheap one, you know, from certain websites, then yeah, they probably will fry your dog. But you don't go cheap. There's that old saying, you get what you pay for. So if you want to do cheap, you're going to get cheap results. Or with e-collars, you're going to get bad results with your dog. You're going to get a damaged dog combined with somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Whoa, you've just cut your dog right up because you put this collar on. You think you're a smart ass, you think you know what you're doing, you start pressing buttons, ramping it up, the dog's not responding in your eyes. You crank it all the way up to full max, you press a button, dog doesn't respond, or next minute the dog's frozen in fear because it doesn't know, it can feel this sensation but it doesn't know what it is. That's a you issue, that. But when used correctly and with the correct training, your dog can have all of this. Be off lead, enjoy all of this freedom. No long lines, nothing to tie you up with. Your dog could have all this if you research and read about e-collars from professionals. Ask people that use them, that have used them and been trained professionally. Don't just ask Job Logs down the street who uses one and say, oh no, it cut my dog. They don't cook your dog. It's like a TENS machine, the proper ones, the professional ones. They're like a TENS machine. That's all it is. Obviously the higher up the levels you go, the more intense it gets, and that all depends on your dog and how strong its instinct is to what level you're going to go to. But you certainly don't get one, put it on your dog, ramp it up to full speed and start pressing buttons and hope for the best. Your dog's not going to respond to that in the way you want it to.